Hello students, lesson number 10, cell and cell organelles. Under this lesson, we will see the next part of the lesson, and it is the cell organelles. Yesterday, we seen the cytoplasm and the name of the different cell organelles. Okay, so today we will see one by one all the cell organelles. Organelles. An organelle is a specialized subunit. Having specific function. It has its specific function within the cell. For example, mitochondria. So mitochondria, they are the storehouses of the energy. Chloroplast, to prepare the food in presence of sunlight, means they have their particular work. They have their particular function. Okay, in the cell. They are organs of the cell. Each organelle is how we have the organs in our body. Same way, cell also have its organ, and these are called as the cell organelles. Each cell organelle has its own lipoprotein. It has its own lipoprotein membrane, except nucleus and the chloroplast. Means the chloroplast and nucleus is absent, but each organelle has its own lipoprotein. Okay, all other organelles can be seen only with electron microscope. So here in the picture, this is the electron microscope given. In our scope, the school, the microscope is there, but it is a compound microscope, and here it is the electron microscope. So from this microscope, we can observe each and every cell organelle very clearly. The next activity, nucleus. To understand the nucleus, structure of the nucleus, here they gave us one activity. Take a drop of water in a clean glass slide using an ice cream spoon and gently scrape the inner surface of your cheek. So from your mouth, you have to take the inner surface, means little bit inner surface from our mouth. Okay, then with a needle, and that material whatever we getting from the inner surface of our cheek, that we have to put in on the slide. Means transfer the little material from the spoon to the water drop. On that slide, from our mouth, we have to take that material from our mouth, that is cells which are coming, live cells. That cells we have to take and pour on this water drop, and then afterwards we have to observe it under the microscope. Did you observe the cell with blue? Now what we have to do? We have to stain it. Means we have to color it by methylene blue stain on the smear. Okay, whatever we are taking from the mouth, that is called as a smear. Put a cover slip. Observe under the microscope. Did you observe the cells of blue nucleus? Yes. So the dark round spot under the microscope, the dark brown, round spot seen under the microscope while observing the onion peel stained with iodine is called as a nucleus of the cell. So that dark spot which are observed in our mouths, that smear, and the onion peelings also we seen that experiment. Inside it, that dark spot is there. That is nothing but it is a nucleus. Okay, and here it is the structure of nucleus. This is the nucleus and its structure is shown here. So on the nucleus, some nuclear pores are there, means small permeable membrane is there, and on that, from these pores, the material semi-permeability, means which are useful for the cell, the nucleus, it enter inside the cell. Means from this, the useful material will enter in the cell, and the harmful material comes out from this cell, pores. Okay, next nuclear membrane is there. Nucleus covered with the nuclear membrane. How the cell is covered with the membrane, same way nucleus is covered with the nuclear membrane. Next, here it is the chromatin. Next is the chromatin. Here it is the chromatin, and here it is the nucleolus. Difference in the spelling you can see here. Nucleus. Okay, and nucleus inside nucleolus is present. NUCLEOLUS, and here NUCLEUS. This is the difference in the spelling, and nucleus and nucleolus are two different things. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Okay, Now, when observed under electron microscope, you can see the nucleus covered with a double layered membrane with small pores. Okay, so nucleus is covered with the double layer membrane with small pores. So here it is the double layer membrane, that is, and here outside it is there, and it has a pores on its membrane. Now, these pores allow the passage of material. These pores allow the passage for the material in and out. The material comes out or get in from this, just now I told you, from this nuclear pore. Now, the nucleus has one round nucleolus and a network of chromatin fibers. Okay, so nucleus has, this is nucleolus and the network of chromatin fibers. Fibers means like thread-like structures. Okay, and then chromatin fibers are thin. These chromatin fibers are thin thread-like structure, means like how threads are there, that structure is same like the chromatin, which condense form of short thick chromosomes. Okay, what it is? It is nothing but a condensed form of a chromosome. Chromosomes are there in our body which decide the structure and function of our body, and these chromosomes are there, they are present in the condensed form, and that is nothing but it is called as a chromatin fiber, means it is the genetical material. So how is the organism is decided by these chromosomes, and that is present in the nucleus around the nucleolus in the form of chromatin fibers. They are like a thread. At the time of cell division, when the cell divides, the functional system of the chromosomes are called as a genes. Okay, that you have to keep in your mind. When the functional segments of chromosomes functional segments are called as a genes. Okay, and they decides the structure and function of the structure and appearance of the organism. Okay, next part is the functions of nucleus. Functions of nucleus. What is the function of nucleus? It controls all the metabolic activities. How our brain controls our body, same way the nucleus controls the cell. Okay, the activities of the cell and also their cell division. So what it is doing, the cell nucleus control the metabolic activities of the cell and also the cell division. It is involved in the transmission of hereditary character. It is involved in the transmission of hereditary character. Just now I told you that if your hairs are your like mother, if it is curly, then your hairs are curly or straight. Color of eyes, color of skin, it is decided by whom? The hereditary characters. Okay, and these characters are transmitted from one generation to the other generation via these genes or the chromosomes. Okay, so from parents to the offspring, the new generation. Okay, so this is about the nucleus. Now here it is, do you know some things are given, some information is given that we will see. Due to loss of nucleus, large quantity of hemoglobin can be accumulated in the RBCs. As we know that the RBC is also the cell. The RBCs is also the cell, but these cells are there. There is a, in RBCs inside the nucleus is absent. RBCs inside the nucleus is absent, and due to this what happens, the large quantity of hemoglobin can be accumulated, means large amount of hemoglobin is stored in the RBCs, and it is because of the absence of the nucleus. Okay, means the space of the nucleus who is taking from the RBCs, the hemoglobin is taking, and that's why the large amount of hemoglobin is present in the RBCs, and thereby the large amount of oxygen can be transported, and then because of this only the large amount of oxygen also transported because of this structure. Okay, now second thing is that due to loss of nucleus, means nucleus is absent in which that is the sieve tubes of the plant phloem. Phloem is there, plant phloem is there, inside it sieve tubes are there, and in that sieve tubes also the nucleus is absent, and because of it what happens, they becomes hollow, means there is an empty space between these tubes, and thereby the transportation of food becomes easy. So because of this what happens, the food is transported from one place to the another. So this is, if nucleus is absent, these functions are performed in the RBCs and the sieve tubes of plant phloem. Okay, now the next part is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, if you see here it is a nucleus. If you see here, I will show with blue color. This is the nucleus. Okay, and around this nucleus, this some part is there. Okay, like network like part is there, and this is nothing but it is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so here it is a cell. Okay, and this blue color part is there. This blue color, it is shown here. This is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. It is in the plant cell, and here it is in the animal cell too. What this type of structure is present? This is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. Now here it is. How many types of pipelines are there in your building home? Yes, how many types of pipelines are there? So if we think about it, there are mainly two types are there. First, the water pipelines are there, fresh water, and which enters in the house, and the wastewater which is throwing out of the house. So under this what happens, then we can redivide and divide into the different places. For example, the kitchen, that basin pipeline is there, bathrooms, toilets. These wastewater pipelines we are separating. Okay. Now next it is what are their functions. So the main pipeline through which the fresh means the water, potable water enter in the house, that, and what will happen if they weren't there. Means if they are not absent, then what will happen? That is the question to us. Okay, you can think about it. If these pipelines are not there, then what will happen? And these pipelines directly what happens, we are throwing this wastewater into the gutters or fresh water wherever we necessary. So our work becomes easy and the place becomes clean. Now here the organelles which conducts various substances inside the cell are called as endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, what they told you, the organelles which conduct various substances inside the cell. Okay, various substances are conducted inside the cell, they are called as endoplasmic reticulum, or E full stop, R full stop. E for endoplasmic, R for reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum has a net-like structure. Net, however net is there, that like structure is there. It is interconnected. It is interconnected means if you see here, it is net-like structure actually, but they are interconnected. If you see this, it is connected to here, this is connected to here, means inside all this network is there, it is connected to each other. Now, interconnected. Miniature tubes and the sheets, the miniature tubes and the sheet filled with the fluid, that is ER, is connected with the nucleus, connected to the nucleus from inner side of the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane from outer side. So here in this structure what they told you, they are interconnected, and whatever useful material is there, it is what happens, sent inside the nucleus via this endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so this reticulum is there, this endoplasmic reticulum is there, it is interconnected as I told you, and it is connected to the nucleus from inner side of plasma membrane. As you see here, this is connected to the nucleus, here it is the connections. Okay, in above figure also I will show you this how it is connected to the nucleus. If you see here, you will notice that they are connected to the nucleus. So here it is connection between the nucleus. This is a connection between the nucleus, and it is connected with the nucleus. Here also, if you see, it is connected with the nucleus. Here it is connection. So through this, what happens? The useful material enter inside the nucleus in that way. Here. Okay. Now, connected with the inner membrane nucleus from the inner side of plasma membrane from the outer side. Okay. Rough ER, that is rough ER, rough endoplasmic reticulum has, there are two types of reticulums, that is smooth and rough. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is there, has a ribosome granules on the outer surface. So if you see here, they shown you, there are some dots are shown. It is nothing but these are the what? The granules. These are the granules, and because of these granules, what happens? It is called as a which? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. And it is because of which thing I told you? Just that is the ribosome. These are the nothing but ribosomal granules are there. And these granules are there because of its presence. These are rough endoplasmic reticulum. After this, we will see the function of endoplasmic reticulum, that is the ER. So the first function is it is the framework that supports the cell. It is the framework that supports the cell. Second, it does the conduction of proteins, means protein is conducted inside this. Next, it is the toxins that have entered the body through the food, air, water are made water soluble by the ER and then flushed out of the body. That is very important. Okay. So first what I told you, it is a framework. It supports the cell. It gives the support to the cell. Then it conducts the proteins. Third is that if any toxic material is enter in the body via fluid, food, air and water, then that material is there, toxic material is there, that and that toxic material, what happens? If we made it water soluble, that material will be water soluble, then make it water soluble, that is the endoplasmic reticulum, and then it is flushed out of the body. And then next, so these are the main functions of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now the next, what materials are used to pack the favorite biscuit and the chocolates? So what we are using, that is the plastic wrappers are there. Okay, plastic, otherwise paper, like that. Chocolates, some chocolates are there, it is packed in the Parle-G chocolate is there, it is packed in the paper, and some plastic it is there. So what is the function of packing department of any factory? If we think about this question, we will understand that the packing department function is we have to make the packing in such a way that because of it, the material which is present inside that packet will be remain fresh, airtight. Any material will not enter inside the which packet is the main function of this packing department. And with this, what happens? So this is the main function. If the packing is proper, then what happens? The biscuits or chocolates inside it, chocolates are not melting and the biscuit are remain fresh and crispy because of this proper packing of that material. And next function of packing department is to pack it properly in that system. So today we will stop here only till endoplasmic reticulum. Next part, that is the Golgi complex, lysosomes, mitochondria, that we will see, and vacuoles we will see in tomorrow's lecture. Okay, so today we will stop here only. All of you read the lesson, write the functions, and main thing is that you have to do the practice of each and every figure from this lesson. Okay, because these figures are very important in exam. You seen that the figures we are, what happened? There is one question It has a figures question is there. So do the practice of this. Okay, thank you and have a good day.